Don't you just love this place? There's a nice antiseptic feel about it, don't you think? Clean, modern. There's nothing to worry about. Batman is on the way, but there's an army of you in there. He doesn't stand a chance. Not a chance. Stop him! Think you can win? We'll see. I said I wanted the bat stopped. Did no one listen?
So that was a trailer for the PC version, which is slightly improved.
Yeah. The physics engine in the PC version will be a lot better than it was on the consoles.
All right. So
unfortunately.
So we got Jokers. He's our Batman reviewer. That's what he is. So let's start it off.
All right. I guess Jokers, would you like to start off with the graphics?
He's making the guest start.
Sure.
Look at him. Look at him. Curbs. What a bastard.
What?
No, I said,
What?
never mind. I'm Curbs is a bastard.
Dude, sip your wine, dude.
Anyways, graphics for the game are probably some of the best graphics we're gonna see on the 360 until, I don't know, something else comes out.
Oh yeah, that's
Like
something
that.
I should probably mention. Jokers play the 360 version, and I play the PS3 version, so you'll have basically a full review here.
Yeah, two halves make a whole. So yeah, the graphics are very, very, very good. They're so confident in the graphics, they give you character trophies in the game, so that you can see the detail that goes into the textures and everything apart from this game.
The PS3 graphics are. I watched a comparison trailer somewhere. I can't remember where that.
I never
where that
watched
was.
those anymore.
Well, I don't usually watch them, but it seemed pretty equal. I didn't really notice it. Like the naked eye, I didn't really notice any difference. Really.
Well, that's good on them then. They don't need to make it incredibly better. So
yeah, no.
Wine in the corner.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I guess we'll include the physics engine with the graphics. I think my favorite thing about this game is his cape. His cape just moves so realistically. It's not even funny. It's not animated with the model, so
it's a free-flowing cape.
Yeah, it just like when you go through a doorway and like the door closes, like the cape gets pushed by the door, or when you're outside, the wind blows the cape. I never expected it to be that realistic, and it was pretty cool. They blew me away. Something so simple just blew me away.
A cape.
It was weird. A cape. It was weird.
I'm getting weird technical issues from the audio on Skype for some reason.
Yeah, no, I've been getting them all the time because Matt's sound sucks.
Sorry, I guess.
Okay, anyways,
I don't know what to say.
Curves, you're very choppy at a moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
anyways.
So yeah, the graphics they're top notch basically, and they're dark. Everything looks the way that you would think a Batman environment would look like. It was really it brought on a lot of nostalgia from the animated series back in the 90s. And to add on to that, which I'll talk about more on the sound, they had the voice actors from that animated series.
The entire cast, pretty much.
Pretty much. And it was just the graphics for me are just
top notch.
Yeah, like if I was gonna give it a score, I'd give the graphics a 4 out of 10, 4 out of 5.
4 out of 10. Whoa!
I meant 4 out of 5 because Matt doesn't like the out of 10.
I do 5.
Reviews.
I do
So
5.
actually, I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5 because
I'll just give you my reasoning for the 5 system. It's because it's not like doing it like it's not like doing it like a school thing, like a percentage where you won't use 50% and below. Nobody ever uses those when they use it at a 10. It's always above 5. Always. There's no games below 5 all the time. So I don't know. It's just out of 5 you can do 1 really crappy game, 2 is a crappy game, 3 a medium crappy game, and then 4 is a good game, and then a 5 is a terrific game.
I'm just letting you know I'm using the 10 system. So when I give a score of 4.5, I'm really giving it a 9 out of 10. Just like
how often are you going to give 1 stars then? Is what I want to know.
1 stars?
Yeah.
What?
5 stars. 5 stars.
5 stars would be 10 out of 10.
No, I'm saying 1.
9 out of 10.
How often will you give 1s out of 5s? That's what I was asking.
1s out of 5s?
Yeah.
That would be a 2 out of 10.
That's not what I'm asking. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Anyways,
you threw me off. I guess we'll go on to sound. The game sounds exactly like like the music that plays in the background. Just I kept thinking that the theme song from the animated series was going to come on. For the sound, I don't know about that, but it's more of a mix of like the new Hans Zimmer stuff from The Dark Knight more than the Shirley Walker theme and the Shirley. Well, there was a song playing at one point that really like I honestly thought that the theme song was going to start playing and I was going insane. It was like I was just expecting it to come, but it didn't came. And wow, I can't talk right now. It came
right
yeah.
in your ass.
It didn't came.
It didn't came. Wow, Jokers, you want to take this one?
The audio like kind of dipped again, and I didn't hear a good portion. What are we still talking about? Sound?
We're still talking about sound, yeah.
Okay, so sound is awesome. Sound, it's atmospheric, it's eerie, especially in the points in the game where you have awesome scarecrow sections. It just gets really creepy.
Oh my god, those are awesome.
Yeah, the scarecrow sections. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm sure later because that's a whole different game.
Yeah,
those sections. But yeah, the soundtrack is tense. It has its driving moments. It's not necessarily a fanfare piece like triumphant orchestra or anything like that, but it is it's enjoyable.
Yeah. With the sound effects though, like there was like you don't really notice it while you're playing the story because the story kind of like you just focus on getting to the next thing or whatever. But after I beat the game, I'm collecting all the hidden stuff that I missed, and something I noticed that. When you walk into something, like say you walk into a garbage can and it falls over, it makes a sound. Right. That's fair. But then when you continue to walk into it, when it shifts, it makes it's almost as if it's falling over again. Like you hear that sound. So that gets kind of annoying how the smallest movement will make a sound where it probably shouldn't. But that's probably the only negative thing I have to say about sound.
You've walked into garbage cans? I have no idea that there's garbage cans in the game.
Dude, there's like small trash cans that I know in the in one of the rooms that I was looking for something and I accidentally kept walking it, and every time I kicked it, it would make a loud noise as if it was hitting a wall or like, but it wasn't. It was just moving 2 feet, not even 2 feet. But
I for one have never encountered the garbage can.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. They're small trash cans, dude. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Maybe
save the earth.
Maybe they gimped. Maybe they gimped the 360 version or something. They didn't include all the random shit on the ground.
Do the henchmen get repetitive at all? Do they say much?
Actually, it's yes. pretty good for the voice clips that they say. It doesn't get too repetitive, but you would catch it.
All right. So it's
not like the henchmen. It's not too like it's repetitive. Obviously, what game doesn't have a repetitive henchman? But it's not to the point where it's annoying.
Yeah, they don't say "Hey, Batman" every 10 seconds.
Hey, it's
fight.
Batman.
Like they don't even. I don't even think when you're actually in a fight and they know you're there, they don't really say anything.
Besides, I'm going to rip your goddamn head off.
Yeah, or they'll say, "Don't let him hit you" or whatever. But like they don't really say much. When it gets annoying, it does. And there is moments where it gets annoying. Is when there's certain parts in the game. Oh, actually, we'll talk about that in gameplay. Screw that. So yeah, I guess that's it for sound. If I was gonna give it a score, I'd give sound another 4.5. It was just everything from throwing the batarang to just from gliding to just like music. Everything in that game just sounds pretty good. And I wish I had a surround sound system set up, but I don't, sadly.
Oh, well.
Surround sound would make this game perfect.
Yeah. So I guess we'll move to gameplay. As I was saying, there are some moments where gameplay gets annoying, and this could go with gameplay and sound. That's why I'm saying it first. Is that when there are moments in the game where you have to take out a bunch of people in a room, and so you're like hiding up on like in the rafters or whatever on gargoyles, or you're taking them out one by one. And there are some times where they just, I don't know, the things they say are kind of weird. They repeat things a lot. But other than that, like. You can't really complain about what they're saying. The gameplay in that part, it's slow, but it's. I can't really explain this. And the Jokers, you gotta help me out here, man.
Well, for gameplay, I don't know. I wouldn't say it gets too repetitive. The game's not incredibly long.
The gameplay itself's not repetitive. I was talking about the things that they were saying, really.
Oh well, I'd say it's forgivable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
definitely.
say it's enough to get a negative mark or a notch down on anywhere.
I just want to say, because I'm watching this video, the first time you enter the Batcave, holy crap!
Yeah, that was pretty much one of the most epic moments of the game. Because only Batman would have another Batcave in like the fucking Arkham Asylum.
If you guys haven't played this game, and you're going to, when you do, and you get to the Batcave part, don't run into it. Just walk. It makes it so much more epic. Trust me.
You feel like the most badass motherfucker ever.
And actually, I don't think I really used the run button that much. I pretty much walked everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
I ran like a fucking Donovan Bailey.
That's funny. But anyways, we're talking about gameplay now. The gameplay, it's pretty good. I'm not sure what to compare it to.
You can't
really compare it to anything. It's its own thing. There's nothing to really complain about. It's fun. I heard people on the forums, they were talking about a glitch. I didn't encounter this glitch, so I don't really know what it is. But
I only encountered one glitch in the game that kind of pissed me off.
Oh, what was it?
It was the very end of the game, and one of those bastard Titan guys killed me. But I defeated. No, the henchman killed me, and I already defeated the Titans. So when the next cinematic rolled up, I died. So then when the cinematic finished, I had to do it all over again from that one point. It was weird.
That is weird.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, that was who? That was Bane, right? Yeah.
That was Bane, yeah. But I don't want to spoil it. Never mind. Shit, now I lost my train of thought. Gameplay. Scarecrow sequences.
Woo,
They changed the gameplay dramatically. This game turns into a 2D platformer, basically. It's not really in 2D. Like it stays in the same graphics engine, but the gameplay turns like you start doing this platformer, and you can't let him see you. It's really it's a fresh. It's something to do. Like I guess it was a smart decision to put it in so that the regular gameplay of the game didn't get too taxing on you. Not that it would, but I'm just saying.
I think the reason why it's so awesome is that throughout this game, you're the invisible predator. You take out guys left and right. But when you get to the Scarecrow parts, you're completely powerless. Yeah. He has you in his hands. He's just playing with you, having fun.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so cool. The certain things that you do, like the 3 Scarecrow sections, are so cool. And Paul Dini, who decided to put him in the game, is a genius because those parts are so awesome. And even the character model, it makes sense how he has his fierce, concoction in his gloves like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
He looks really sweet.
He looks pretty. All the villains look really cool in this game. They're all more based on their comic book counterparts than anything else. But the best thing about the Scarecrow sequences are the events leading up to it.
Yes, I agree.
When you can just be doing anything, you could just be walking down a hallway, and all of a sudden, weird shit will happen, and you'll get this feeling like, oh shit.
I love it. Whenever the parts happen, you hear the gas seeping into the room.
Yeah.
Or Batman starts to cough, and you're like, oh shit, okay, what the fuck is about to happen?
Yeah. And the first time it happens, something happens. I'm not going to spoil it, but something happens, and you're like, "Holy shit! Can they do that?"
That was
like
awesome.
I asked myself when that part happened, I'm like, "Can they do this? It's not a comic book. They can't just do this." But it was awesome. The gameplay in this game is a perfect 5 for me. I don't know about you, Jokers, but
yeah, I mean, just from the preying on guys to the combat, it's simple enough that it's not like, oh, I'm just pressing X all the time. There's some finesse to it. There's reasons why guys are the top on the leaderboards for the challenge rooms and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can't button mash or else you're screwed.
Yeah,
you will get hit.
And I love the upgrades for the game as well.
Yes.
Like, you get the takedowns and you like break a dude's arm or his leg. It's so badass because like everyone knows, Batman doesn't kill people, but it'll break your arm.
He will break your arm, and I'm pretty sure he even like smashes people's heads against the floor when they're already down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played the demo at Fan Expo, and I played the demo too. Yeah, I like the combat. The combat's pretty nice. I wouldn't say it's anything revolutionary or anything like that, but like, even if you're not a Batman fan, you could really like this game. I don't think you need to be a fan.
It's definitely not revolutionary, but
it's done
I'd
well.
say that it's the best combat system that I've seen in a long time. And at first, it's just so simple. But that's what makes
it's perfect
it
for what the game needed.
Like you have a hit button, a dodge button, a jump button, and a stun button. That's pretty much it. That's all you need. And it's a smart. They were smart with it, and I love it. I for one, every time sometimes in single player games, whenever something like I have to fight a bunch of guys and I just want to get to the next part of the story, I just groan. I just don't want to do it. But in this game, there wasn't a moment where I did not want to do something. There wasn't a single moment where I was being attacked and I'm like, oh, just leave me alone. There's actually a point in the game near the end where you walk into a room and you
I was just about to say,
you have the option to hit to fight them or not, because they're just going to let you go. I fought them.
So did I.
I fought them. So
that made you feel so badass when you were done, because it's just a room full of like 18 people laying down on the ground, feeling unconscious, because you just kicked all their asses.
Because there was enough of them, so that when there's a certain amount of people of bodies that can stay there at a time. Obviously, because it is a video game, not all the bodies are going to stay there after you beat them. They put enough in the room so that when you were done, every single body was there. None of them disappeared. So it just, like Joker said, it made you feel completely badass.
About the bodies that I noticed when I was playing the game, that when I knocked out a guy, just to like look at his body, because you know how like they put their hands on their head and they get knocked out. They actually, it's detailed enough that they actually breathe when they're knocked out. They're not just lifeless bodies.
Batman doesn't kill anybody, so
Batman doesn't kill anybody.
No, I know, but it's like it's just.
Oh, no,
I was expecting that.
Yeah, I know. He wasn't saying that you were wrong, Jokers. Just to let you know. There are corpses though. Don't like just because Batman doesn't kill anybody, guys. That doesn't mean the Jokers will not. I mean, Joker, not Jokers. The guy. Wow, dude, you gotta change your name.
You gotta speak English, bruh.
I know. This game is not a kid game. I will tell you that right now. It is a very dark game, and there is a certain villain in this game that I'm not going to give I'll tell you, he's most famous for putting his victims in poses after he kills them. So if you're a fan of Batman, you will know who I am talking about. I'm not going to say his name.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
It's the very first guy that you hit, actually, in the game. He's holding that. He's in the demo.
He's in the demo.
It starts with a Z. I can't pronounce his name. Anyways, Yeah,
You're confusing the shit out of me. I'm sorry.
Eban knows who it is. It's like Zasks or something. I don't know.
Oh, Zaz, Victor Zaz.
Yeah. He that guy is pretty brutal. Like he kills people and then puts them in poses. So you know who his victims are as you're walking around in the game. But like I was saying, this game is incredibly dark. The Joker swears a lot. Well, not a lot, but enough that a little kid should not be playing this game.
He's not dropping any F-bombs, but he says goddamn.
Hey.
Oh, he says more than goddamn, dude.
We'll give 5-minute warning.
5 minutes? All right, fine. We'll go on the fun factor. I think it's pretty obvious that we love gameplay by now. I had a blast with this game. I could not put it down. I still can't put it down. I'm still playing it, trying to get all the Riddler's riddles. I don't know about you, Jokers. If you're
and we didn't even really talk about that. Like the Riddler throughout the entire game has little puzzles that you have to solve, and it gives you XP for your upgrades and stuff. And that was just ingenious to put in because it just adds more to the game.
And when you beat the story and everything's all said and done, he's still loose, right? There's a lot of like this one. I do have a feeling that there will be a sequel. But
that's another discussion.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but some criminals did not get captured again. One of them even dies though, which was pretty cool.
Whoa! Batman will go on? No, I don't believe you. No,
okay,
this must be the last game.
I'm talking about a true sequel, Matt.
Oh, okay,
like from the same guys. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
fuck. But no, this game, like, I could not put it down. It is the greatest. It's what Batman. It's everything Batman should be and more.
Finally, it's what the Batman fans want. After a sea of just shitty games, we finally get the diamond in the rough.
Like, you actually feel like this is canon. You feel like you are Batman. This is exactly what happens in the story. Everything just with the voices down. Freaking Mark Hamill's probably the best Joker ever.
I love his laugh. I love Mark Hamill.
His laugh.
Oh,
shit! What's the voice actor that plays Batman again?
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy. He is the voice of Batman. Really.
Yes.
I'm kind of ashamed I didn't know his name, but whenever you like, he's probably my favorite Batman ever. Just because he doesn't change his voice when he's Batman or Bruce Wayne. He's just awesome. And
at no point in the game he'll be like, "God damn you, Joker! Where is you? Swear to me."
And also, what we didn't talk about is like just the whole thinking aspect of this game. Like, Batman's always been a detective, right? That's always been one of his things. He can figure things out, and they use that in this game. There's a lot of things where you got to think and you got to find stuff and you got to like do crime scene investigations and stuff. It's awesome game. And if you haven't played it yet because of gargoyles, Matt, you fucking retard, you're an idiot.
There aren't gargoyles everywhere.
Dude,
I played the demo. Jeez.
Yeah, you played the demo, and the demo's only.
No, never mind. I played the full version at Fan Expo.
Yeah, and no, you didn't. That wasn't the. And you
Yeah,
played
it was.
for what? 20 minutes.
It was the full version. They'd actually put that on the show.
If it wasn't the full version, it was pretty damn deep into the story.
Yeah, but
interesting.
Yeah.
Regardless, the gargoyles aren't everywhere. You do grab onto more than just gargoyles. But
the gargoyle parts are amazing because you're like, ooh, what do I get to play with now? How am I gonna do this? The gargoyle parts are definitely fun.
If you guys, even if you're not a fan of Batman, this is a buy. I'm not shitting you. This is a great game. If you're not a fan of Batman, but you're a fan of video games, this is a must-have. I don't care who you are. This game is awesome, and this is what all superhero games should be like, especially those based on real superheroes. Like Spider-Man was shit compared to this.
I would say shit. Spider-Man 2 was one of the
Spider-Man 2 was good. Hey,
ever.
I'm not denying that, but this game kicks the
And
shit out.
I would say those are kind of different because Spider-Man 2 was a movie-based game. This one isn't.
I know, but still, even as a movie-based game, it was still pretty good.
Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. That for a video game tied in.
But Web of Shadows,
awesome, yeah.
Spider-Man was also pretty good, but it just doesn't compete with Batman. And if you're a fan of Batman, get this game. If you're a fan of video games, get this game. If you don't like either, then why the hell are you watching this?
So how about
smart enough?
Go.
If you're smart enough to be to buy the game, like the first day it came out in Canada, you got it for a discounted price too.
Yeah,
And
I got it.
maybe-
I got my copy for $40.
Yeah, would you get it at Walmart's?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we got the combat armor too, so
Yeah.
it's like,
Well, I think you get the combat armor after you beat the game anyway.
oh really?
Yeah, I got it.
No, well, that's strange because you get like a download code. It's not like
Well,
just the code.
did you put the download code in before you
Yeah.
beat the game? That's
Yeah.
why. I wasn't gonna play any of the challenge modes before I beat the game, and then after I beat the game, it said I unlocked the armor. So I'm like, oh, okay. Whatever.
Yeah, but for like first day, great deal. I mean, 40
Yeah.
bones, and you get this
So-
amazing game.
How about you
Sweetness.
give out your scores and talk about it a little bit more?
5 out of 5 and 10 out of 10. Whatever.
Jesus.
Yeah, perfect game.
Jesus.
Perfect game for me. Dude, see. Usually, if you guys know me at all, I always say that I'd never give a perfect 10 to a game without online, but I do count the leaderboards and the challenge modes as online. So this game is a perfect game for me.
No,
it's
but that's
perfect.
the beauty about the 5 system, you know. You
Well, I'm giving it a
give
10 out of
whatever
10.
the fuck you want, you know. So
Well, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. You know why? Because I you know what? 10 out of 5. Fuck it. What's your score, Jokers?
I'd say 5 out of 5, and the only real problems I'd have with it is that sometimes you're kind of, I don't know, more times than not, I find myself being in the detective mode a lot. But I mean, 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
hey, he's a detective in real life, so
Yeah, it's
So-
a great game, and I strongly recommend this game if you guys haven't bought it. yet.
Definitely rent it, even if you have no interest in it once or effort. Rent it, please.
Like I still say buy it because there's a lot of replay value in the challenges. Like those are fun altogether. But if you want to rent it, I beat it in a week, so I'm sure you guys can too. And I had to go to Fan Expo, so I'm pretty sure you can beat it in a week. It's not a short game, but it keeps you in it, and you just kind of like just go through it without even realizing. When I got to the end, I was like, holy shit.